Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rome 2, the world of Total War. So today we're going to be doing something different. As you know, I sometimes like to play around with some of these battles and just commentate on some of the multiplayer battles that I have done. So today I really wanted to check out some battles that one of my friends has played. He's a much better Rome 2 Total War player than I am, and so we're going to see what he can do. He's playing as Egypt here, and his opponent is actually an all-Parthian force, it appears. He's Parthian, but it looks like he has an all-Cav force. I actually didn't check that out when I looked at the replay screen. Interesting. So I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do here. My guess is he's going to be forming some sort of a box formation, because when an enemy does something like this, really stupid, in quick battle this happens occasionally, all you really can do is form a box. There really is no other defense against an all-Cav force, and that's not being a noob, that's just being tactically sane. If you try and just line your men up, you're gonna get flanked no matter what you do. There's no way to avoid it. So when confronted with this many Cav, you really do have to just form your box of noobness, or whatever it's called these days. I don't know what the hip kids call it. So let's take a quick look at composition. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak English today. So he's got some Levy-Thorough spears here on this side, some Galatian swordsmen. It's kind of cool. I forgot the Egyptians can have those. Then he's got some more Galatian swords and some more Levy-Thorough spears here. He's also got some Nubian bowmen here. It looks like he's got a pretty equal side. Yes, he's got Nubian bowmen there as well, and in the middle he's got two Galatian royal guards. He's trying to protect those, it looks like. He's got some camel spearmen, some Egyptian cav, some more Egyptian cav, and a hero unit of royal peltas. And let's just pause this really fast. It appears that every single one of these guys, yeah. So we have mercenaries, armored horse archers, Parthian horse archers, shit ton of horse archers over here. So this is a really dick move to pull here. As you can see, he's got a whole contingent of horse archers. And over here on his right flank, it appears that is exactly what he has on this side as well. So kind of an interesting setup. A lot of people in quick battles will just try and fuck you over like that and just bring an all-Cav force. But it's kind of interesting. Occasionally it's kind of fun to see if you have what it takes to resist that type of formation. So let's see what my friend here is able to do. He has pulled off both of his infantry to kind of form a U in this line here, which is a smart move. The enemy hasn't pulled up its actual... He has all shot cav too. Jesus Christ, this guy. Mercenary Samaritan Lancers, Eastern Cataphracts. These guys are pretty heavy. Eastern Cataphract, Eastern Cataphract, Eastern Cataphract. More of these guys. Oh wait, that's the general too, isn't it? Yeah, Royal Cataphracts there. And the rest of these mercenary Samaritan Cataphract, or Lancers. So far, the enemy is only really accomplished wasting a shit ton of ammo. Even with all these horse archers, he's not going to be able to do overly too much. Not only that, but he allowed himself to get within range of these Galatian Royal Guards' spears. They're throwing javelins, so he actually just lost a unit here. And as you can see, even though he is taking some hits along his Galatian swordsman lines, he really isn't losing that many. And look how many he lost in his Royal Guard here. Not many at all. He'll take a few more as he falls back, but not too many. And he does move his Nubian bowman up just in time to launch a few volleys into these guys. I don't know what he was thinking getting that close. The horse archers just are not going to do too much against these royal Galatian guards here. I'm not sure. It looks like he might have caught one of the horse archer units here or something. That must have been a misclick, because he should definitely be chasing that guy down. Or maybe he is. It's hard to say. Replays can get fucked up when you send them to other people. But my guess is that he caught them and some shit's going down here. Let's see, it looks like he's finally moving his Lancers and Cataphracts up into position, which is good. This is going to be kind of interesting. I'm actually going to fast forward. Maybe not that fast, just that fast forward. Yeah, he's finished off. He cornered a horse archer here, which is good. That's about all you can do. He's taken no Okay, he lost a few in this unit, but other than that, not much. So now I'm interested to see what this guy thinks he's going to do with this many of these cataphract units and a few of these horse archers that have probably used most, if not all, of their ammo at this point. I'm not sure. This is my first time viewing this replay, so I'm not sure what is going to happen here, but we will delve to the bottom of it and find out. So far, he's just lining up. Is he going to start charging? He's just going to do a full frontal charge, isn't he? Alright, I guess that works. He should be moving... I'm kind of surprised his spears aren't moving up into position, but I guess he's using these guys as a meat shield here. His Galatian swordsman. Kind of an interesting setup he's got going. Appears that they are moving. I'm not sure what he's actually... He's making kind of a U formation here. He's making sure his spears are guarding his flanks. And he's got 3 ranks deep of these swordsmen, which means that the charge from these guys is really only going to devastate this front line, allowing these next 2 lines to kind of push up. So I can see that strategy working pretty well here. As well as these Royal Peltists are kind of here in the back, ready to assist where they need to. And these Horse Archers just really have to charge at this point. There's nothing else for them to do. So they're going to match melee cav with Horse Archer cav. And at this point, it looks like it's just going to be a war of attrition. There's not much the Horse Archers can do now. They've pretty much spent all their ammo. He's going to have to just keep charging them, but it would be nice for him if he could get this clump preoccupied with something else and charge them from the rear or even the side rather than head-on. Head-on charges against these guys are not going to be super effective with Horse Archers, at least from my experience. I fucking hate any type of ranged cavalry in this game. I just am absolute shit with it. I just can't micromanage that for some reason. It's just not in my skill set. Still remaining stoic up on this hill here with his cataphracts and lancers. I don't know what... Okay, so now he's chasing after some of his melee cav with some of these shot cav units here, which I suppose is an alright thing to do. The shot cav, as long as they get their charge off, are going to be relatively effective, but now that they're tied up, they're not going to be nearly as effective, although these are just Samaritan Lancers. These Eastern Cataphracts might be able to hold up longer in a melee combat fight than their comrades, but they're not going to do the best. Still a decent charge, not spectacular. He'll probably rout. Yeah, he's routing that group already. He got some good charges in on that group and on that group as well. But that's just not going to be enough. I have a feeling that this is going to end quite badly. He's even bringing his Levi Thoros spears up to assist with the fight. I'm not sure what. I don't think he'll catch him, though, at this point. Yeah, these cataphracts, these shot cav are long gone now at this point. But he is rushing forward now. He's going to be charging with the majority of his... Oh, man, that is devastating. Look at that jab throw. That unit's gone. That shot cav unit is gone. It literally died before it could even reach these Galatian Royal Guards. Holy shit. That is devastating. That should show you just how good those preliminary missiles can be. You really need to maximize how you use those. Make sure that you're using them in a way that to their full effectiveness, and use them all if you can. Because look, he's routed. Those shot cav just routed. He's got 2 Eastern Cataphracts left from that head-on charge he just did. Absolutely incredible. I don't know what his opponent was thinking here. Yeah, he's just taking hit after hit. He's done. Look at these guys go down. Yeah, the shot cav, even these heavily armored ones, cannot withstand missile units. Even just these arrows and javelins are just devastating them. 24 out of 60 just retreating. Look at this bloody trail of carcasses it left behind. So, more than anything, I think this video is going to be good to show you guys what not to bring to a fight. Don't bring fucking all cav. And if you are going to try some sort of cav spam, don't bring all shot cav. Shot cav... I have mixed feelings about shot cav. I am not a particularly big fan of shot cav, especially in Attila. Rome 2, I think they might be a little bit better than they are in... I also hate camel cav, but whatever. but they don't hold up. In a charge against infantry in the right circumstances, they are absolutely devastatingly powerful. But the problem is they can be stopped really easily by another melee cav unit. Another melee cav unit will absolutely that's a funny term. They will wreck these Eastern Cataphracts. A melee cav unit, if they can get tangled up with them. Because all these guys, all Ian, the guy that is playing as the Egyptians, has to do is tie them up or use missile units to take them down. So this is a interesting thing that just happened, though. These Galatian swordsmen just charged straight into these Eastern Cataphracts. That probably happened because of the replay becoming corrupt. That happens quite frequently, where units that... because there's so many units in each unit, like so many people in each unit, like the chances of it happening exactly the same way each time is kind of demanding, and just the way they do replays, the unit movement is the same, but one of these soldiers might die that wasn't supposed to die in the actual replay, or might live that wasn't supposed to. So weird things happen where maybe a unit actually survives. And so what I think happened there is that unit wasn't supposed to survive, but it did, and so it continued its last command to go and chase down this shot cav. Kind of an interesting example of how the replays don't always work out perfectly. And it looks like these camel spearmen did finally chase down this unit of archer cav there, so that is good. At this point, the enemy here playing as Parthia could be an absolute dick and just bring his cavalry around and then back up and then bring him around, because he has much more mobile troops because he's got all these cav units. But the game's done. It's set. There's really no... I mean, he could maybe win this. He does have quite a bit of shot cav left. But he really needs to... If this was me, I'd pretty much just do a suicide charge right now. I would shout freedom from the top of my roof, mark some blue paint on my face, and just go straight into these Egyptians. But, I mean, there's really no point in drawing it out anymore. He might as well just full-on charge. He could, if he really badly wanted to try and win, he could try and flank him from every direction. But in that case, the best thing for Ian here as the Egyptians to do would just be to form a new box and hold him off, which would be pretty easy to do, I think. Oh man, look at how devastating that was. These guys still have spears left, and these two units are done. We have a 24 and 6. Yep, they're gone. They're totally toasted off of those. Jesus. This is interesting, though. I always love to see when somebody thinks they've found a game-breaking meta like this, or a meta-breaking build like this with all these shot cav and archer cav, and yet it is getting absolutely destroyed here. Look at this. This is devastating. Look at all these cav guys just dying out here. That is not a way to build your army. If it didn't work in ancient times, it's probably not going to work in this in a video game. Good charge here, actually. Got a rear charge. Of course, it's only... where's the actual flag for it? Only 41. He is going to rout these Galatian swords, but there's some Galatian royals in there that are going to hold pretty strong. And against these Royal Peltas, he really didn't do much. I mean, it might have been a good charge. Yeah, 77 out of 20. So the charge on these guys was good, but they just will not hold up in melee combat. Now they're getting surrounded by these Thoros spears, and they're done. Back here, he's got his Eastern Cataphracts routing. It's just an absolute bloodbath all the way around. And this is going to be the victory, I believe, for Ian here. So we're just going to go ahead and speed this up to let it finish. But just the only thing I can really think of to teach you guys from watching this video is don't try and bring an all-cav force. And don't rely on shot cav as your only source of cav. Bring some motherfucking melee cav to the fight. Jesus. Yeah, let's see here. 20 kills, 75 kills, 30 kills. Yeah, his horse archers did jack shit. This one got 75. That's the highest. The rest, 4, 42, 23. Like, not nearly enough to bring these guys. And these mercenary Samaritan Lancers, absolutely shit as well. 12, 0, 22, 31. A couple of these Eastern Cataphracts did get some reasonable charges off, 134, 78, 112, but not nearly enough to change the game, not enough to bring it back around. And I mean, you look at this Egyptian force, sure, the kills might not be as high per unit, but you also got to realize that each unit has a lot more people in it, and he's got more units. So having these steady kills, as you see, he has steady kills across all fronts, except for this Galatian swordsman. Yeah, some of these Galatian swordsmen got kind of low kills, but his archers did really well. His Galatian royal guards did all right. This Galatian sword did really well. His spears did pretty well. This one didn't do too well, 66. Anyways, guys, that's going to end it for this episode. I think you guys get the idea, though, of why I made this video and why I picked this particular battle to show you guys. Stop with the cav spams. It's not meta-breaking to bring that build. There are plenty of ways to counter it, the new box being the most easy and obvious way, but not once did Ian or Big Hoss, the Egyptians in this battle, use a full-on new box to win. So just don't do it. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.